1. Next summer to go to the USA on a student exchange program. 2. A computer, preferably a laptop. 3. Help my parents get out of debt. Those are very compelling reasons. Your choice is wise, Mani praised me. Congratulations. I felt a surge of pride. Still, the meaning of that choice wasn't entirely clear to me. As always, Mani read my thoughts, and I immediately received his answer. Most people don't even know what they want. They only know that they need more than what they have. It's easiest to imagine life as a huge store that ships goods based on catalog orders. If you just write to them saying you need something beautiful, you won't get anything. The same goes for our desires. You must know them precisely. I hesitated. So, if I know what I truly desire, I'll get everything? Of course, you'll need to put in some effort, Mani replied. But you have already taken the first and most important step. Just by writing down your dreams? Yes. And now, return to your desires every day. Remember them. This way, it will be easier for you to spot the opportunities that will help you achieve them. I doubt that anything will come of it, I said thoughtfully. Mani looked at me seriously. If you continue to have that attitude, nothing will work out. But you can do 3 things that will help change your outlook. First, I recommend that you take an empty photo album and turn it into a dream album. Find pictures that depict what you want to have and paste them into the album. After all, we think in images. In images? What do you mean? I asked. It means that your thoughts aren't made up of letters. When you think of California, what do you see? The word California, or certain pictures. Mani was right. Of course, images of Disneyland, San Francisco, Hollywood, and so on immediately came to mind. And where can I find such pictures? I inquired. Mani looked at me thoughtfully and raised the folds of skin above his eyes in a funny way, as if he wanted to laugh at me. Well, all right, I said hastily. I'll find a photo of a computer in the avenue, and for pictures about the USA, I'll get them, for example, from an organization that arranges student exchanges. But I still don't quite understand. Sometimes you don't need to understand exactly what and why things happen. For instance, can you explain what electricity is? Asked the white Labrador. I wasn't prepared for such a question. Why did Mani ask about electricity of all things? I could have talked about gravity a bit. We had discussed that in school not long ago. See? The Labrador continued impassively. However, you can flip a switch, and the light will come on, even if you don't know what electricity is. We dogs aren't very fond of theoretical discussions. It's enough for us to know how things work. So, get yourself a photo album and start pasting pictures in it. But I was just curious, I mumbled. And that's fine. But don't let someone talk you out of doing something just because you don't fully understand it. Far too many people procrastinate endlessly, simply because they can't understand everything completely. It's better to just start acting. All right, I agreed. I'll try. You shouldn't just try. You must do it, Mani interrupted me. A person who is just going to try expects that something might not work out. When you intend to just try, that's merely an excuse. There is no just try. Either you do something or you don't. I thought about it. Someone well known to me kept saying, "I'll try." And that someone was my dad. He always said he would try to persuade a new client today, and most of the time he failed. Perhaps Mani was right. Maybe it all depends on the word try. And I decided never to say that word again. Mani growled softly. There you have it. It turns out that without even noticing, I've used the forbidden word. Not so simple, is it? He asked. I remembered that the Labrador had mentioned 3 things I needed to do to believe in the fulfillment of my desires. The first was the dream album. What else? The explanation came immediately. Second, you need to look at the pictures several times a day and imagine that you're already in America, that you already have a computer, and that you're proud of your father because he's cleared his debts. But those are just dreams, I objected. Mom always says there's no point in dreaming aimlessly. That's called imagining, Mani patiently corrected me. Everyone who has achieved anything in life first dreamed of it. They envisioned what their life would be like when they reached their goals. Of course, simply dreaming isn't enough. Apparently, That's what your mom was trying to instill in you. All of this seemed very strange to me. I had imagined a lecture about money very differently. That's what learning is all about, came the immediate reply. You acquaint yourself with new thoughts and ideas.